that I'm learning is life doesn't exist. Everything around us is a part of some sort of imagination. It's a game. I like to use this. Little kids, for example. We're gonna say toddlers. You have little kids at the playground. And they want to play a game. So when they play a game, before they actually play the game, you have to understand the rules of the game. The messenger is the person that's painting the picture how the game should be played. So when you actually play the game, you follow these rules of the game. And this is where reality comes into play. We all exist. We're all part of imagination, of a description of how the game should be played. Now, as individual spirits and souls, we can just say no. We don't want to play the game. To say no, it's already too late. But you can always leave the game. There's a variety of ways to leave. Death is not the only answer to leave. That's what they want you to think. Because that's another game that's being played at the same time they're teaching you the rules of another game. The mind creates images when it's in the darkness. So if you want to become a god, a creator, an architect, I suggest you detach yourself from this reality. This reality doesn't even exist. It's a part of the mind in the darkness. When the mind is exposed to a light, we will no longer exist. So to understand what God feels like, or how the Creator is established, this is a guaranteed way to leave the game. They don't want to tell you this. Sit in complete darkness. Put earplugs in your ear so you can't hear. Make sure there's no life around you. Nothing around you to bring you back to this game. And you'll start to build your own world, your own realities. Nothing here matters. This is somebody else's game. If you don't want to play, then build your own game. You're a creator. Life is how you make it. Everything that you do in this reality for real, the imagination is involved to where you can start to build worlds inside of other people's mind. It's what they call perception. You can control people's perception, the way they think about things. But that's really a reality. Perception turns into imagination. Imagination manifests. Manifestation The collective identity of a manifestation, a group of different manifestations, what they call a reality, is projection. The imagination projects outwards. And this is what they call reality. Just a bunch of descriptions, details. You stop giving them details, they're left to build their own game. Stop telling them the rules of how things should be played, and they're going to come to their own conclusions on how they want to live. What they see reality, but really it's just darkness. Allow them to project their own and see what type of stuff they come up with. What type of world we live in. We live in a controlled world because people have different imaginations. We're not even seeing the good or the bad people. It's because the good people and the bad people understand this. The gods and the devil both understand this. What they call God, what they call devil. But really all of that shit is part of the overall. The complete wholeness, the darkness. God, the concept of God is projection. Concept of the devil is perception. Human beings is a part of that collective identity. The consciousness projected us. That's how we came to be. So if you can project whatever you want to project, you can do whatever the fuck it is you want to do. You can see whatever it is you want to see. You can go wherever you want to go. It's probably be my first and last. Just because there's nothing else to be said. I'm just building a world for you just by talking to you. Just by you seeing me. I'm helping you build your world. The mind will take over everything. As long as you don't distract yourself with this reality. You're gonna see a lot of unreal shit. Some shit that you never think you could see before. A lot of people gotta wait until they die to escape the game. You don't even have to die. Look at the Buddhist monks. They don't die. They just get stuck in their worlds. That's this reality's. They water that concept down. If you don't cremate your body, don't get your body cremated, bruh. You can always come back to this world if you can remember this place. The moment you forget about this reality is when you can't come back here no more. It doesn't exist no more. Because you forgot about the details. It's easy, bruh. It's real easy. There's a lot of shit out there that doesn't make sense. It's because it doesn't have enough details for it. Right? If this life doesn't make sense for you, it's because nobody described it for your ass. And you damn sure didn't make your own details for it. You just left to play a game that you don't know how to play. Now you gotta figure it out. That's what they want you to do. Just figure it out. Just detach, bruh. Detach. Unassociate yourself. Disassociate yourself. Remove yourself from the presence. Don't listen to the messages being displayed for you. Every description paints a clear picture in your brain for you to see it. Period. Every description paints a picture in your brain for you to see it how you see it. Your perception, you perceive it. If nobody gives you descriptions, what would you perceive? If nobody told you how to see and what to see and how to see it like that, would you still see it like that? If you read a book, can you get lost in reading the book? If you listen to music, can you get lost in the song? Those are just examples of what I'm talking about is right. Nobody they don't get detailed with this, because a lot of people, they don't see it how I see it. I'm a black man in this reality. I'm a Capricorn in this reality. I understand that I build realities. I understand I am a gatekeeper to realities. I understand that I'm not fully human, what they call human. I'm the abstract of human. The abstract. I was born outside the game just by being born as a black man, a melanated being. They had to put me inside the game. I was born free from this reality. Everybody got a chance to escape. Everybody got a chance to say no. Everybody got a chance to make their own lobbies, their own games. We all exist. Life is just a part of existence because somebody described what a life was, what the concept of life is to a certain extent. They didn't give the full description or details on what life should be like. So a lot of people are just making up their own details of what life should be like. So that's why everybody lives so differently, because the details of life haven't been broken down. It hasn't been explained thoroughly. Look at death. Death is a whole different realm of life, a whole different realm of reality, a different realm of existence that hasn't been detailed. It's not descriptive enough for people to understand, to see that shit. All you have to do is unremember. Stop remembering what you think you know. You're being led down the wrong path. You're being led down slavery. This is the road to hell, what they call hell in this realm of reality. If you don't understand that hell is a place to exist in, heaven is a place to exist in, Asgard is a place to live in, death is a place you can exist in, life, you live in life, you live in the astral world. You live in vibration frequencies, whatever the fuck it is that has a detail to it, you can live in. You can see yourself there. If somebody can paint a body for you, you can see yourself inside that body. Other human beings. You can see yourself in somebody else's shoes. You can see yourself in somebody else. You can live there. There's spaces in space and space and space. There's spaces in space. There's containers and containers and containers and containers. Containers. This shit is going deep. It's getting deep. It's always been deep. When people say astral travel and astral project and shit like this, they're just trying to get to the first space. The first space. doesn't mean it's the biggest space. Doesn't mean it's the most complex space. It doesn't mean that it has emotions. The first space is just a blank canvas. Room to create. But I think people forget that when it's time to draw pictures, paint pictures. How do you paint pictures if you have no canvas to paint on? You need something to paint on. We are the lines of a painting, not necessarily the canvas. If you want to believe that, but you don't have to. Everything you do, like I said, everything you say, everything you do, everywhere you go, you have an effect on somebody's imagination. They're going to paint their own pictures. They're going to become even more enslaved inside of themselves, inside of this reality, inside of a different world that they paint. That's why I sit in complete darkness, earplugs, no life around you. You can see what the fuck it is that you want to see or supposed to be seeing. You can feel how you're supposed to be feeling, how you want to feel. You are you. You are the overall space of creation. If you choose to actually see it like that. Your world is your world. You don't even have to remember me. But if you do, I just put you in a place of a guide. I put you in a place of a guide. I made you into a guide by allowing you to understand that you're a creator. I'm a Capricorn in this world. The first. That blank canvas. The leader. The first begotten son. I am everything that you think you know. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I'm just a projection of your mind. A figment of your imagination. You see me how you see me. You understand me how you understand me. Not how as I am, but how you see me, how you understand me, how you feel me. That's all it is. That's all it will ever be. If you don't see me no more, I don't exist to you. If you don't hear me no more, I don't exist to you. If you don't feel me no more, I'm not there. You can stop painting me. You can paint me any way you want to. However your mind processes, that's how you live. In this reality. Whatever images your brain paints is what you get. When you sit in the darkness for a long time like I have, you'll start to be able to paint pictures outside of the distractions that surround you every day. Other paintings on the wall, other paintings on the canvas, other lines on the canvas. They won't distract you anymore. You go different paths, different roads, different understandings, different perceptions, but you can understand how to blend yours. Weave. You learn how to weave. Make it through things. Nobody can stop you after that. Let's say it like that. So I think it'll help paint a better picture of what I'm trying to say to you. Help me project my thoughts to you. Reality is, it's always going to be what it is. Existence, that's the concept. Reality, let's put it like this. Existence is a video game. Existence is a PlayStation. Reality, realities, realms of realities are just discs, video games, what you put into the system, what you call existence. Existence is the console. Realms of reality are the discs. You can fill your existence up with a bunch of different fucking realms of realities. You can take the game out the console. You can even stare at a blank ass motherfucking TV and just not play any games. But that's up to you. If you forget how to play a game, is that game still there? Are you still a player of that game if you don't know how to play? Can you say you mastered that game to be able to play that game? Not in my realms of reality. It doesn't make sense to me. If it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. If you share my same thought pattern, then we must be playing a game together. Yeah. We are cooperating right now. We playing co-op. We building the world together, whether you know it or not. You don't know that you're actually building the world right now. When I do. You gotta learn that we all have abilities. When you look at Buddhist monks, they're in a different world. That's the belief. Just place yourself in a different world, and that's how you become immortal. If this earth is hell, this life is hell, mentally build yourself one and live there. Never come out your fucking mind. Never come out your mind. Don't leave your mind if you don't want to be here. That's how a lot of the slaves, African slaves, survived. They mentally was not here. It goes deeper than just saying the words out your mouth and receiving it through your ears. Process it. Understand how deep it can go. Like I said, the more descriptive things are, the more you can see it, the better you can live it, the deeper you can actually explore and engage with it. Until then, you're gonna be stuck at the gate. Anything that you think deeply about it. Critically think. Be very descriptive to your own self when you paint pictures. So where you can't tell the difference from that and reality. That is your new reality. And you built that shit. If I'm still not making sense, you just more really down to earth than I am. Earth, life. I'm in a whole different realm of reality. We're playing two different games. I exist in multiple realms at the same time. Like having a bunch of different computer screens. I can manage. Because mentally I told myself that. When we die, a lot of people have to die to understand what I'm talking about, to be a creator. I think that's pretty fucked up, because the concept of death, that's a man-made thing. Concept of life, concept of death, astral projection, all of these ideas are just ideas, and they don't even exist. They're just a realm of reality. Because you exist. You created them. So because you created them and you exist, they exist. But they're just holograms of what goes on in your brain. What goes on in your mind. What goes on in the higher consciousness. When you stop wanting to project holograms, you're going to go back to the darkness. If you believe in God, God is a fucking psychopath. This motherfucker sitting in darkness, sitting in nothingness. Just thinking. Always fucking thinking for us to be here right now. Even the concept of God is a man-made concept. Somebody give you an image of God, they was descriptive of what God can do, what God look like, all of that shit, to where that shit is in your mind. You see it. You can see it because somebody described it to you in detail. They even gave you a book to even get even more detail, to where you know this shit so much that you can't escape it, even if you tried, unless you took that guarantee route, either one of the two guarantee routes. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have to be in some type of darkness. Darkness is the only place for freedom. I am black, melanated being in this realm of reality. I was born free. I haven't forgot who I am and where I come from. The last of a dying breed in this realm of reality. I died twice. In this realm of reality, they call me the undead. That's this description used to describe me. Details. Everything's information, so your brain is going to process that shit. Having a mind in the darkness, you're looking for everything. You're looking at for everything. Anything that you see or think you see, you build on top of it. Just off instincts. Off reflex. If you see something, notice that when you see something, you think a next thought. It never stops it. And you just looking at it. You think another thought after that. Some people, another thought after that, then another thought after that, then another thought after that, then another thought after that. About one thing that they looked at. They build their own world. We all build our own world. Some people know that they can build their world. Some people take time out to build their worlds. Some people master the ability to build worlds. Some people don't have the ability to master that shit. Because some people are following spirits. Some people are just leaders. The more you can be at describing your world, the more people can live there. The more people can see that shit. The more it is you can manifest that shit. And all you have to do to restart is level everything. Get rid of everything that you think you know. Rebuild your mind. Start from scratch. Darkness is just a place to create. The light, that's just an ability to take pride in your creation. Look what I built. See this? It's easy. But I don't think you see it that way. If I haven't been descriptive enough, detailed enough with my information, my projected information. I'm just naturally gifted at this shit. I don't gotta try hard to understand this shit or to do this shit. In this realm of reality, I came from a planet of understanding. Saturn. I see life naturally different. I see it with myself. I took the time out to reflect on myself. What I can do. Then I realized society is one big game and it's one-sided. This game I choose to play in society is like cops and robbers. A lot of times it is cops and robbers. The coppers trying to hunt me down because they think I'm a robber just because I was born inside of my skin like a uniform. Oh, you're black. You're male. Let's kill him and lock him up. You're male. Let's have these females come and like shit on you. Or these certain other type of females that's on your team come join you. People that look like you come join you. People who share your same uniform come join you. People with your same abilities come join you. It's a game to be played. Life is not that hard to understand. It's just the realm of reality. It's more to existence than just life. After you live, you die. Before you actually enjoy your death, you're gonna be in the astral body, so you just keep thinking of shit. Even after life, you never stop thinking. Your mind never goes away. Your consciousness never disappears. Your canvas is still there. You can create what the fuck it is that you want to create after that. After life is over, you can still keep creating. That's just a never finished painting. Now on to the next painting. Then the next painting. To the next painting. Paint, paint, paint. Over and over and over again. An artist mastering his craft. Have you ever noticed? All artists create. So would you consider art God? Or would you consider God an artist? Or both? It's however you want to paint. God, goddess, however you want to paint yourself. However it is somebody else paints you. Whatever you allow somebody to paint you as. Whatever it is you choose to paint someone else as. On that note, this video was shut off. It's going to be a black screen, unless it's going to be just me for you to apply your own details, to finish the painting, use your imagination, create a world and a perception of me. What I'm speaking to you. Finish the details in my imagination to finish your world. That's all it will ever be.